So what happened is the Empress, she has been murdered and I'm framed for a murder.
This is your final chance, Corvo. Sign the confession and let me give you the rights to put your spirit at ease.
Okay, let's see how this plays out.
That's enough for now. Get out. Let's give the man some time to think. Corvo, the Empress is dead. Her daughter Emily is hidden away, and no one will ever know the truth.
Yes, unlucky you. Tomorrow you'll be executed, but it's for a good cause. This country needs strong leadership now, someone to guide the weak, and that's where we come in.
There was nothing personal in this, even though you almost sank our plans. But it turned out well. You were in the wrong place at the right time, and someone has to take the fall. Goodbye, Corvo. Guards! Take him back to his cell.
It seems like nothing new. This is kind of plotline that's been around.
You should eat, Corvo. This meal comes from a friend.
Basically trying to redeem yourself, and I guess that's where the title comes from, Dishonored. You're trying to regain your honor by proving your innocence and hopefully avenging the death of the Empress, the person he was protecting. Trying to familiarize myself with the controls a little bit.
Please, not now.
Nothing really in the cell. So. Oh, what's that? It looks like I'll have some help escaping. Somebody's going to assist me. I could use a friend right now. Being in jail. Okay. I guess let the sneaking begin. I can't believe I've died already. That was like the first the first person I fought and they killed me. Okay, stealth, yeah.
So many people are coming to the tomorrow.
Oh, let's try this again.
It's on account of Corvo, the one who killed the Empress and abducted her daughter, Emily.
Silent.
So it's an occasion. Right. A social event for the high and
Let's
mighty.
hide the body.
Come see the noble Lord Protector get his head chopped off.
So far, so good.
They're as bad as us betting on the dogfights.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crew.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to
Unless
get this guy
accompanied
first
by an
and
officer of the watch. Escort through the
get him out of the
solitary
way.
wing must be scheduled in advance
Okay.
with 1 week's notice.
Rob him. Choke him out. Okay, this guy comes back pretty fast, so... Oh, he didn't see me. Great. Okay. Much better the second time around. I can't really get anything from him, so just continue onward. I guess if the combat is gonna be like this, then there'll be quite a few edits that I'll have to make because I just died on the first group. They just killed me. I didn't expect. I don't know. I don't think the combat's hard. I'm just not used to it, so I just got overwhelmed. Okay, this lead is going to be useful, but at the same time, talking about first-person stealth games, it's a little unconventional because you want to play it in the third person so you can look around corners and kind of see where the guards are gonna be before you go out in the open. And here you have to lean around the corners, and you're a little bit less aware of your environment playing this way, and I think it's a little detrimental. At the same time, I think it has its advantages. Story-wise, I think you're more immersed in the game. It looks like he's alone. Yeah, like I was saying, I think... What's that? Okay, let's just quickly dispatch
by an
him.
officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing
I was,
must be scheduled
I was
in
expecting to get an
advance,
option
1 week's
to
notice.
push him over the ledge. Oh, well, that was the room I was in. Great. I don't know how he didn't see me kill those 3 guys in there if he was just looking over there. I guess I'm not gonna concern myself with that. But like I said, it'll be interesting to see how the stealth aspect plays out in the first person. I'm not familiar with any really big stealth games that are in the first person. This is really the first one that I play like this. You're not necessarily supposed to play stealth like a careful stealth
Tomorrow's
game.
execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to
But
the event
there was something
and
about
approved dignitaries only.
Rats, keeping the rat population down, and that means avoiding killing people, sneaking around, choking them out like that, and generally avoiding killing people to get a better ending. So I think you're supposed to play more of a stealth game, but as far as what I've heard is there's no real besides what I just said, there's no real punishment for just going out and brawling and just piling up the corpses. It all depends on the type of, I guess, the type of ending you're going for. So I'm not really going for any type of ending. I don't know what they are. I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna try to be as stealthy as possible.
Attention. The solitary
But if it doesn't
wing
work
is
out,
off limits to maintenance
then it doesn't work out.
unless accompanied by an officer of the watch.
I'm curious the type of ending
Solitary
that
wing
I'm
must
going to
be
get.
scheduled in advance with 1 week's notice.
Okay. Nobody in here. This is the room that I was just tortured in. It's called the interrogation room, but it's more like a torture chamber. Okay, just loot everything I can. What is this?
Corvo's unconscious again, though he's taken more punishment than the 2 men we brought in for interrogation. When he wakes, we'll start again. Having him sign the confession for her murder isn't critical, but it might be useful to us later. The assassination of an empress is not a trivial matter.
So that was like a holotape. Reminds me of the things you find in Bioshock, the little journal entries that are recorded on tapes. I don't know if I should be reading all this. I'm trying to read as much as I can just to get a sense of the story and the setting. Usually when I play games, I try to read as much as possible. Except Skyrim, because if you wanted to read everything in that game, like it will take you forever. Same with Oblivion. There was just so many books with just random lore and, you know, like stories about kings and things you just weren't important to the story, but I guess important to understanding the setting. But there was just way too much of that in Skyrim. Like when I started the game, I thought everything was important, so I started reading those. I'm like, what the hell are those stories? They don't relate to anything I'm doing. Okay.
Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
I think it's safe to proceed.
Eckworth, you lazy slug. Patrol the yard.
Sorry, not yet. I was gonna report that boiler leak from yesterday.
Forget it. Just do your rounds. Report's trouble for both of us.
I'm moving.
Usually I like to listen in on guards in most of the games I'm playing. In Hitman, they usually give you hints about about your target, what he's doing, where he's going.
Did you hear Morris was dragged off by the overseers? Some black magic nonsense.
I don't need shit from
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will
I
be
absolutely
restricted
loved
to personnel
listening to
assigned
the
event
mutants
and approved dignitaries
in
only.
Fallout 3 have a conversation. It was one of the most hilarious things you're ever going to hear. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, the police station in Fallout 3, that's what I'm referring to. Okay, it seems like they don't notice me. I'll try to just sneak past all of them, and if I have to go, looks like that's where I'm going. It seems like I can avoid combat entirely if I just sneak around them and behind them.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch.
Where's
Escort
the
through
other guy?
solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's
Okay,
notice.
let's just go for it quickly.
Corvo's
That's pretty easy.
execution is tomorrow, right?
Yeah, but everything has to be set up today.
I can't wait to see his head roll. Not everyone did, but I really like the Empress.
It sounds like the guards are not too fond of Corvo.
Hey, I heard you got eaten alive at cards.
Shut up.
In all their conversations, they're just talking about how they can't wait to see him die. I wonder what he's done to earn this reputation. I mean, you understand that there's some sort of corruption when the Empress was obviously killed by her trusted advisors, but it can't be that every guard is corrupt. Oh no.
Someone help me!
Oh my goodness. You can chop people's heads off? Okay, that's more like it. I like this combat. Are these guys coming up?
I'll find you, you hagfish.
It sounds like... Okay, I don't know if they're coming. I can't believe I just chopped that guy's head off. I can't wait to see what the combat's gonna look when you actually get some powers and upgrades. And the RPG element is so common in games now. There's always some type of way to improve your character, improve your weapons.
Unless accompanied by an officer of the watch.
When I started playing games, there was nothing like that.
With 1 week's notice.
Playing Duke Nukem, where you just pick up a bunch of weapons and just destroy everybody. Or Half-Life. You didn't get upgrades in Half-Life.
What's down?
Okay.
Can't stay hidden forever.
Where's... Okay, I think I can just insta-get this guy.
I know he's here.
Okay. Trying to keep the casualties down? Oh no. It's inevitable that I...
Damn you!
Yeah, I had to kill you. I'm gonna attempt to keep the casualties down, like I said. I'm gonna go for ending as good as possible. So, but I don't know how I could have gotten around them. Okay, so circle for health. I thought you assigned the health to one of the... to the D-pad. Not sure what those things do. Just picked up a bunch of items. Boom time. Okay, that probably attracted attention. Okay, yeah. He said through the canals and escape. So that's what I'm gonna do. Are they after me? I'll just keep running.